guys, it is kind of a big one. We are currently heading up to New Jersey to go check out this potential vehicle that we may or may not be buying. It's not guaranteed yet, but we want to look it over, kind of make sure everything is easily repairable and whatnot. As long as it all looks good in terms of like interior and like the frame and things like that, I think that we may be coming back home today with an extra car. So we've already gotten a trailer on the back of the Explorer today, so that's with us. So we are fully prepared to pick up this vehicle. However, it does need to pass my inspection to kind of make sure everything looks good before we were actually to walk away with it. But not only will we be getting the vehicle, we will probably be picking up a transmission for it, because essentially this is just a roller chassis. So that's kind of where you see like the sort of in the whole buying my wife a vehicle of the title, because it doesn't actually drive or anything yet. But we've got a plan in place, so stay tuned for the ride here. We will be probably there in about 3 hours or so. We're like an hour down the road, I think. But stay tuned for the surprise of what the vehicle is, and we'll talk more about it when we get there. So we're currently in New Jersey. We just looked over the vehicle. We agreed on a sale, and but we ran out of time. I guess the buyer or seller has somewhere to be, so we're having PayPal issues and whatnot. But we got it sorted just now, so we just sent a payment. He's coming over to give us the bill of sale and the title, which is signed on the back, so it is officially our car once he gets here. It is Melissa's new 2014 Mustang GT California Special. It's just a roller, so like I was saying, I'm gonna be building my motor over winter, so at that point in time, she's gonna basically be getting the old motor in the car, because it is still a good motor, so I guess I won't beat it too hard before we pull it to like actually blow something up, because that would not be good. So yeah, this is our new car. It obviously needs lots of work. It's a project car. I'll make a separate video, like everything we invested into the vehicle at some point in time, once we actually have it back up and running. So you guys will get the lowdown on everything at that point in time. I think it's gonna be actually pretty affordable when it's all said and done, getting the car back up and running. So that'll be pretty solid. We just have to go pick up the transmission, which also happens to be in New Jersey, real quick after this. And I guess we'll kind of update you guys along the way, but obviously it's dark out now. We're literally at the dude's house for like, yeah, what time did we get there? 3:30, like on the dot.
Oh my gosh, we did, yeah.
Yeah, it's now.
He's got a lot of excess parts, so Brian was doing some shopping.
Yeah, well, we wanted to pick up some, some parts that we're gonna need for everything, and figured we might as well do it then and there for a lot cheaper than buying everything brand new for, a lot more. So helps save a little bit of money in the long run. What are you thinking? What are your thoughts?
I'm just mad about PayPal.
Yeah.
It's just so annoying.
I know, but we figured it out, so, that's the least of your worries now.
That's true. Yeah.
Alright, so that was the guy that we just bought the transmission for, but now we are currently heading back to where the actual car is at to go pick that up. The guy had like a birthday dinner, so he had to go, but is now available again. So we already have the title, so it is officially our car. Whoop whoop! Miss, I got a new car! Again. She's spoiled, y'all. Spoilt with a T. So yeah, like I said, we're heading back to go pick up the actual car this time, because he said he could have rolled it out for us before, but the problem is, like, I don't think I'd have been able to push that sucker up on the trailer alone with Melissa guiding. So yeah, we're gonna take advantage of that help, go pick up the car, and then it's another 4 hours back home. No big deal, it is what it is. We got a pretty good deal on the car and everything, but I think that's it for now. We'll catch up with you guys later.
It's kind of dark out, I can't really see it too much.
Look at the light.
It's on the trailer. Doesn't help that the car's black. But yeah, definitely for now. It ain't gonna stay like that.
All right, super dark, car's all loaded up, but Eric like does road racing stuff. I'm gonna link his social media down below so you guys can check it out. But this is like, all right, just give him a quick rundown.
Yeah, so this is a pretty much a Boss 302R clone. So it has a 5.2 motor in it from a Shelby, but it's a cross-plane crank conversion that I did myself. Boss 302R Magnum trans, JRI shocks, Brembo brakes, and Cortex racing suspension. The rear axle is actually cambered, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
They chop the axle ends up, and we actually have 1.5 degrees of camber in the back.
That's really cool. I didn't know that's.
Yes, that's kind of cool about that. And then it's just a full road race car that we do endurance stuff with. We race from 9 hours to up to 24 hours straight in this car.
So full send. I like it. But we're gonna like give it a quick start, which is cool. He's gonna let me start it.
Yes, just push the clutch in, push the start button.
Hold. Oh.
It's real cam, not a ghost cam.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, an LS, but... Makes 515 in the tires.
That's pretty cool, man. That's really unique too. Love it. Good sound to the cam, like it's just enough.
It's not like it's cam because it's actually like power cam.
Yeah.
I was surprised how much cam it had because I never had like a 350 doesn't have cam.
Yeah.
But they put, when they built these cams, they put an aggressive profile in there.
Awesome car, man.
Good luck with this thing, man.
I definitely appreciate the sale here, and I think Melissa's gonna be excited about it. Why are you making such a grumpy face? You should be happy.
I'm hungry.
Well, I know, I'm fucking hungry too. I think sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, all loaded up, we are gonna go eat, and maybe, yeah, we're gonna go eat. Melissa's not one, but 2 cars. What was that face? I know, I saw that.
Here you go.
We're home. Late as. Yeah. But we finally made it. Safe and sound. Skylar's probably like, you guys suck for bringing me along.
She got to go out a couple times. Actually, she had to go out a lot. She had a hot dog.
She did have a hot dog. I think that we will just kind of drop it for now, and then I'll pick it up later and kind of explain everything with the car when it's not 5 a.m. and we've been up for almost 24 hours. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Yes?
Yeah.
Much heavy lifting later. Mission accomplished. Bedtime. Alright guys, it is a couple days later. We are now back and just wanted to give you the quick rundown on the vehicle and then go from there. So, as we stated, it is a 2014 GTCS and it's just a roller chassis, so no drivetrain in it. This actually was an individual's car that you guys probably know. I will drop a picture. So there you go. This is actually the F-Bomb car, but packed down in quite the sad state, if we don't say so ourselves. So we definitely have our work cut out for us on this, but that being said, I think this is actually going to be a very easy project. It's not like we're restoring damage or frame issues or anything. It's literally like a good chassis with a full interior. It has the heated seats and navigation and everything like that. They are the GTCS seats, so they have like that Alcantara stuff in the seats, which is really nice. So as you can also see, it has this cage in it. This is actually like a fully welded in 8-point cage, which is kind of nice to some extent. We don't really know much on the details of the cage though, but being that this is gonna be Melissa's car and it's just kind of a street car, she's opting to cut it out. So relax in the comment sections. It's her decision at the end of the day. And besides, when you guys are seeing this, it's probably already done.
Yeah.
So probably behind.
I don't have a need for it.
No, not at all.
And it's really inconvenient to get in and out of the car with those bars. So.
Well, I told you we could cut those out and make them removable. So yeah, that's got to go. That's kind of like first on the to-do list, in addition to just wiring cleanup and general cleanup. And then we're gonna remove the wrap off the dash and things like that, because it's really not all that nice when you get up close to it. But
It's old.
yeah, it's also old. So yeah, lots of cleaning to be done on the car. Minor interior concerns. That's kind of the interior. It's actually pretty clean, all else considered. So for the most part, some of the other things I've kind of figured out so far, the wiring harnesses are all there for the body harness and the transmission harness, but there's a bunch of things on them like this, which is some type of aftermarket relay harness thing. So the car had a CPR turbo kit on it. So I guess there was like lots of modifications that were done for the harnesses and whatnot. And I believe he also didn't have the stock 6R80. I want to say maybe he had a power glide in it. So there's just lots of stuff going on with the harnesses. So I'm going to take the time to go through all that. I've already started kind of reviewing it and removing some stuff. You can kind of see I got a little pile going on here on the floor. That's going to take some time. It shouldn't be too bad. I'll give you guys a quick rundown on the parts that we have so far. It does have the Cobra R hood, which is nice. That was something Melissa likes.
Yeah.
So we will be keeping that. I did find the bolts for all that, which is sweet. So we're good to go there. It's got the AC, compressor, lines, all that stuff. It's got the condenser, which is in the trunk, in the pile of parts that we have that came with it. So we're going to have fully functioning AC. It's got a couple suspension pieces in place already. We got a front sway bar with the car. It's got the lower control arms, upper control arms, most of that. We picked up a panhard bar, but otherwise it's pretty much got all the suspension in it. It does have some sort of a lowering spring in the front. I'm not exactly sure which yet, because I haven't taken the time to dig into it, but it does also have the Maximum Motorsports camber plates, which is kind of nice. So those may stay on the car, they may come off depending on like what the suspension route is at the end of the day. We'll figure that out, but I'll also show you some of the
a lot more
other
stuff to do before
yeah
we get there.
Yeah, we want to basically start with just getting the car cleaned up and running and back to, you know, stock for the most part. To start, it won't be completely stock when we get back together, because it's going to have like a fully aftermarket exhaust, like long tubes back, and then a few other little things. But for the most part, the goal is to get like the car to stock.
That's mine.
I'm very nice. They're a little dirty from the Monster.
Oh, that's right.
So that being said, we do have the quad valance, as Melissa showed you guys. We have the quad mufflers, so she really likes those Borlase types because they're super nice. We got a factory grill. This is a California special, like I said, but she prefers that style, so we picked that up from the guy while we were there. Timing cover, that's actually for my motor build. And then a plethora of parts back here. There's the sway bar, some valve covers, all kinds of bolts. I believe this is like the foam insert for the front bumper. You can't even see it because it's dark. But we got like a water pump, radiator support, all kinds of stuff. That's the AC condenser. And then the Fiesta de Resistance, we have this RTR license surround. So I know everybody in the video is probably going crazy right now wanting this. You're just gonna have to relax because I guess she wants to keep it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that surround is worth the entire value of what we paid for the car at this point.
Right?
Not quite, but same idea. So yeah, you can see it has already been cut for the quad valance. The factory GTCS come like that because they have their valance, but it's going to be a simple pop in for the quads, so it's going to be sweet. We are missing the lights. We should be getting some headlight housings from Gordon. We'll see how that works out. And then we just got to find some taillights, and that's pretty much it in terms of the lights. Since we've been back, I have been shopping for a couple parts. I did find a couple things to order. I ordered some fog lights, the stock GT grill fog lights.
Bumper.
I did order, yep, we got the new front bumper skin, brand new, so that's going to be mint when we put it on. I did order a new interior carpet because this carpet's cut for the cage. Yeah, it's got to go. And then one of the other big things that we picked up, I think I already kind of mentioned to you guys, when we were up in Jersey, we actually found and got the transmission. So this is an F-150 automatic 6R80. It's got the converter with it. I'm not really sure if the converter for the F-150 is different than the Mustang, but I think we're just gonna run the F-150 one and call it a day, because I think it's the same. So to run this 6R80 in this car, being a Mustang, there's like a bracket that Powered by the Hour makes, and you just have to get that, throw it on the transmission, and then this one will work just fine in the Mustang. While we were there, we did pick up some 2015 4-piston brakes. Those will have to get like sandblasted and repainted, but they came with the pads and the rotors and then like kind of lines, but I'm just gonna get fresh stainless braided lines for the whole car. It's only like $100, so cheap insurance. So this car does have a K-member in it, but no motor mounts and brackets, but I actually have a lot of that stuff for my car. So Melissa's got a little box accumulating here. We got the coolant reservoir, motor mounts, brackets, the coolant upper and lower radiator hoses, as well as the windshield wiper reservoir. So hopefully we'll be able to incorporate that back into the car. So that's pretty much everything in terms of the car and where it's at, and you know what we've like generally got our hands on and gonna have to do for it. Sorry the video was probably a little crazy and all over the place. It's just, it was a crazy and all over the place kind of day.
Yeah, and then we got home and like crashed.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours.
So the official name of the car is
Bombshell.
Bombshell, so we're gonna call it Project Bombshell. And kind of, it was my idea. I came up with it because I was like, well, it's F-Bomb's car, but it's just the shell of the car, and so Bombshell, right? But it's also dual meaning because bombshell is what you call a really attractive woman. So that's that.
That's the car.
And that will be the car when it's all said and done. It's gonna be a super nice looking street car.
Yeah.
For my hot woman.
And we're gonna make a new Instagram for it.
Yep.
And it's gonna be Bombshell 5. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys will see that link down below. We'll have already made that by the time you see the video. But definitely go check that out so you can see like progress pics, because the video is probably behind from what we've actually done to the car. It's gonna be a slightly quick start and then like a really slow like lull point, because we can't really get too far with this until I do the motor on my car, because my car motor is what's going to go into this. But yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to be building a new motor for my car over winter, and then that's going to drop into this. And then outside of that, we pretty much have everything we need. I've been accumulating and finding sensors and all that stuff the last couple of days. So when we get it all wrapped up, I'll give you guys like a full top down, you know, what price, yeah, what we paid on everything.
We'll find one that's like similar, like somebody's selling, and compare it.
Yeah, we'll compare this to like...
see how much we saved.
Yeah. What do you mean saved? We're definitely going to save, because you got to remember it's going to be modded too, so...
Yeah, I know, just a joke.
I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys are excited about this like we are. I know she's pumped to finally have her own Mustang. It's a little ways away, but it'll be good when we get there. Yeah. So... hope you guys enjoy the build and follow along as much as you can with everything, and definitely hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you like to stay tuned for the content like this. So peace out. We will catch you in the next one.